Happy Wednesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience. For now, 10 minutes of our day, we do it together. All right, before we jump into today's message, let's take a couple deep breaths. Follow me, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Woo! How are you feeling? Say hi, say hello, drop down in the comments below if you're new to me. My name's Lisa Puerto, also known as Super Agent. I'm on all your favorite social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn at LA Super Agent. As I shared last week, today, Wednesdays are my days off, and I'm committing to a personal quarterly goal of mine, which is making sure I am planting my feet in the sand. For those of us who are in Cali, you're 25 minutes away from the beach, most of us. And when's the last time you just took a trip out? Free 99, pack your blanket, get your beach chair, do it. Disconnect. This is the only time I'm connecting with my cell phone, but other than that, I put this down and then I read a book, I write, I do me stuff, I do Lisa stuff, and I invite you to do the same. With that being said, shout out to our radio podcast listeners, those of you who are tuning in on the radio podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for continually supporting this show. And guess what? I've got some great stuff happening over at my store on Gumroad, gumroad.com/LA Super Agent. I'm really enjoying this platform because now I have a space and a place to put all my creative content, including the webinars, including the books, the ebooks. I just launched the registration cart for the Ready Set Real Estate Club, so check that out. Really excited about that. That is open to all industry professionals and vendor affiliates. Learn more over there at gumroad.com/LA Super Agent, and giving you access, membership actually gives you access to one of the monthly workshops that I'm hosting throughout the year. And there's going to be lots of things coming, including perks, giveaways, bonuses, and retreats and summits that are happening abroad. Passport required for members to participate in the trips. Okay, what else is happening? Turn on notifications. Please make sure you turn on the post notifications. That way you don't miss any new episodes. And what else? Check out the links, and I've got a couple webinars happening. The Love and Homeownership webinars happening next week, May 9th. Grown folks only, mature content, real sensitive, talking about, what happens when you add Bay to your real estate purchase. How does that affect your future? So I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be a live webinar. You can purchase the replay. It's free for the live webinar, and it's not free for the replay. So if you can make it, wonderful. I'm going to be really excited to see you on the other side. All right. I think, there's tons of things happening. So, I think the best way to just stay connected is either Instagram, or now check out gumroad.LA Super Agent, gumroad.com/LA Super Agent. Type in your email and hit follow. That way you don't miss any of the new updates that are happening. We are continuing our series from Dean Del Sesto's 200 Ways to Improve Our Lives. Shift Your Thinking. So you guessed it, there are 200 ways in this book, and we will cover 200 episodes as this series completes. Okay, I'm in the section, I'm calling this, by the way, Speak to the Imagination. Speak to the Imagination. We are in episode 127. Are you guys keeping track? I am. 127. And we are in, if you want people to value what you say, capture not their ears, but their imagination. I love everything about that. Please drop down in the comments, imagination, imagination. Words, he says, it seems the older we get, the more powerful they must be to grab our attention. With so many avenues of communication today, the competition to be heard is fierce. And merely opening our mouth and speaking is no longer a viable option to ensure others will listen. He says it's flattering to think people are glued to every word we say, which they're not. You know, folks aren't really listening. I was just having this discussion that people are actually paying attention to the end result, not so much about what's happening in the middle. But that's not true for some of you, right? And I know that because when you're dropping the comments, I know you're listening. I know you're tuned in for 10 minutes of your 24 hours with me. He says it's also deception if we don't pay close attention to the impact, he says, of our communication and whether it creates the intended results. Drop in the comments results. Often we are so casual about our communications that our low level of intentionality makes others want to end the conversation rather than engage further. Know anybody that you just want to stop listening? Stop listening. You just want to end it already. You're like, yeah, I'm good. He says another go nowhere conversation strikes again. Press 1 if you know folks that have those go nowhere conversations. You know what my coach likes to say? Shout out to David Plummer of the DP3 organization. He likes to say, we don't waste time with time wasters. So if you're getting caught up in those go nowhere conversations, you have the ability to end it. You could nip that in the bud. Drop in the comment, nip it in the bud. He says, I have to imagine that if I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk, others may be too. Instead of speaking to people in our canned vernacular or within our comfort zone, we can integrate foresight and innovation so they just don't hear our words but are moved by them. Drop in the comments, moved. He says we have opportunities in conversation to play little and to break the patterns of recycled verbiage, to tune in to others so we don't just talk to them, but captivate them. Please drop down in the comments below, captivate. With that being said, I invite you to use your imagination for impact. Don't waste your breath in just recycling words, verbal vomit. Emulating, repeating, parroting what other people are saying. Really be creative and innovate for your conversation. And that's where you'll see you find the most influence and impact. Maya Angelou said, people don't remember what you said, what you did, but how you made them feel. And that comes directly from the heart and imagination. With that being said, you guys have a powerful and productive day. I love you, love you, love you. I'll see you tomorrow as we continue our series of Shift Your Thinking Daily. Bye.